Hello and welcome. Thank you for coming. We are the Whispering Menagerie streams on the Outcast Rollers YouTube channel, and today is Library of Ruina Read Along, Part 3.
I thought we called it story time.
Story time? Story time. It's Library of Ruina story time. Here's some notes about the stream for your reference. This isn't a blind playthrough, it's not a speed run, nor a challenge run, and also not a walkthrough. As Skern said, consider the stream to be a story mode, where it's focused on us and our friends voice acting the various characters for funsies, because the story of Library of Ruina is fun and there's like a million characters.
Also, we'll probably do more streams like this in the future, so it's just a nice, clean way to explain it.
Imminent Fire Emblem.
That's my thing.
For convenience and ease of viewing, I'm using the NoGrind mod to grant infinite copies of any books that I obtained legitimately through combat. There are no other mods in use. If this is your first time playing Library of Ruina, it's not the intended experience, but it does make the stream go faster. Though Skern and I, the other host, Skern, we've completed Ruina several times at this point, please avoid spoilers in chat, as not all participants and not all chatters have finished the game.
And two of us will know.
We'll know, and we'll judge you.
That being said, referencing stuff we've already been through is fine, and also, we might be a little cheeky at times.
This game also has several trigger warnings. The story gets pretty rough. I'm just going to list some off. If any of these are not your cup of tea, and they would trigger you or put you in a state of mental distress, feel free to skip this. I promise none of us will be offended. These triggers include self-harm, suicide, mental distress, violence against children, toxic relationships, religious trauma, basically every type of horror, and today in particular, we'll get to this later, a fear of eternity.
I stick by toxic relationships as the bigger one for me there, but it's fine.
And the toxic relationships. We'll do another check-in before we get to that part, but it's coming. There are several people in chat with me today. My name is Puma. My pronouns are he, him. I will primarily be playing Roland, but a variety of other characters as the situation needs. And I'm joined by several friends, starting with Skern. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, my name has been said many times, but sure. Everyone else has been polite and very quiet, which I very much appreciate for no reason. Hi, I'm Skern. My pronouns are he or she. I'm gender fluid. I don't really care which. I'm primarily going to be voicing the other main character, Angela, but also many other characters, especially today.
Wowee. We have a returning voice participant. Volka, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Volka, and my pronouns are he and him.
We also have fresh meat. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Hello, my name is Chapstick, or Chappy. My pronouns are he, him, and I am excited to join on this ride today.
And what a ride it's going to be, because we are going to immediately open with curb stomping and abnormality fight and then a very long story sequence. So I'll let you know when it's time to read. I'm going to bonk, I think it's Red Shoes?
Probably.
Yeah, it's Red Shoes.
I assume I'm still going to be hoed, so I'm ready. And as per usual, we have a lot of experience with this game. Do not feel bad if you can't follow along. We're not explaining anything. It's fine. Suffice to say, we know what we're doing in advance. Puma has played this game 3 times, I believe?
Yep.
So if we make it look easy, the game actually isn't. Lots of people get stuck. Don't feel bad if you start playing this game and get stuck. Right, I suppose I should go warm up my hoed voice.
I remembered to bring bludgeoning damage for Red Shoes.
Those poor shoes, what did they ever do to you?
They want to take my shoes away.
They want to be your new shoes. What's the problem?
The top shoes have max damage rolled on a 9 twice now.
They really want to be your new shoes. Why do you hate them so much?
Red's not my color.
Well, they're gonna change that.
Okay, victory achieved. We are going to go to Hode Chapter 3 on the script.
I mean, I'll ask this in advance if anyone else wants to take code. I'm not gonna stop you. But I will do it if no one volunteers. I'm Hode, huh? Okay.
It's all you.
Your Hode.
All right, let's see who's here. We've got Roland.
Basically everybody.
We've got Hode. Let's divide up some Saphira. Do you still want to be Netzach and Hokma, Volka?
Sure.
Can I be Malkut?
Go for it.
And then we've got Gibura and Bina, who would normally be Mega, but she's not here yet. Do you want to be Gibura and Bina, Chapstick?
Sure.
You know Gibura, and you saw some of Bina.
I sure did. Let me double check with you that this is the right chapter.
They're just having a perfectly fine lesbian fight in the background. Everything's going to be fine.
Yes, this is the right one.
All right. I am Bina and Gibura.
Would you like a link, Volka, or do you have it?
I have it. Which chapter, which episode is it though?
Hode episode 3.
Hode 3, got it.
Oh, sorry. Someone wants a link. I'm getting a link.
You monster, slowing everything down because people want to actually be here.
I know, it's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna be... I'm getting ready. Hello, hello! Got some fresh books for you.
Hi, Roland. You're working hard as always.
You tell me. If only our Miss Head Librarian could appreciate all this hard work with a huge reward or anything.
How are you doing with Angela, by the way?
So I guess. She can be scary at times, but I can live with it.
Angela seemed to be the most comfortable when she was talking with you.
Really? To be fair, all the librarians I've met so far did seem to despise Angela.
You told me before about your motto of, that's that and this is this, right? I've been thinking, and I don't think I can follow that. I have to, well, loathe Angela with all of my being, but I just can't get myself to bear any uncomfortable hatred towards her.
Oh boy, that took a turn. I'm guessing it's because Angela has her fair share of tragic history and stuff.
That's right. Everyone has their own stories, even if someone is committing bad things right now. I don't want to judge them based on solely the snippets I see of them, so I try to understand them in depth.
Man, you're an angel. I wish Yasod and Netzach were half as kind as you.
Do I look like a good person to you, Roland?
Don't know about that. Kind and good aren't exactly one and the same.
Is that so? I wasn't really a good person, you see.
Oh, is this about your first and second lives? I remember Malkut talking about them.
I see. That's how Malkit put it. Yeah, you're right. My first life has a tragic one.
That seems to be the case with everyone here. You were all doing research to cure humanity, right?
So many people were killed because of me.
Huh? You're admittedly pretty good at fighting as a librarian, but you don't smell like a serial killer or anything.
Do I? I still think I'm directly responsible for their deaths. I snitched to the head about the experiments we were doing, and about the atrocious things we were committing. They sent an arbiter to the laboratory and killed so many of my colleagues. When I heard the news, I couldn't take it anymore, so I took my own life in Minecraft.
What happened there?
I had to watch as Melkit, Yasod, and Netchok died horrible deaths in that laboratory. And what happened to a young boy who participated in the experiment. That's not all. We injected people with drugs and recorded the changes and side effects they made.
Within the city?
No, the laboratory was in the outskirts to avoid the head and its eyes. Now you can see that I'm not a good person at all, right?
No, it's not that. I'm frowning because there's one thing about this story I don't understand. The head bothered to dispatch an arbiter just to take care of a research project that got some people killed? One that took place in the outskirts? Outside of the city's limits? This part doesn't make sense. Are you really sure it was an arbiter?
That's what I heard. It matches what I learned in Bobby Corp during my second life, too.
It's still too hard for me to believe.
You're puttering over odd things, Roland. I thought you lambasted me for being a traitor.
Well, betrayals happened on a daily basis where I used to live. Besides, real betrayals tend to be a whole lot more cruel. Are you from one of the nests, Hode?
Yeah, I was born in a nest. I went to a school in a nest.
And the other librarians are too?
Most of them are. There's one from the back streets and one from the outskirts, but that's about it.
Damn, you guys were all elites, huh? I gotta wonder how you ended up living such miserable lives. And you all had the drive to leave behind the comfort of living in a nest for a research facility in the outskirts? That must have taken some determination. My bad for calling you guys a bunch of spineless snobs.
We were filled with passion, too, which I ended up betraying.
That means the reason you can't blindly hate Angela was mostly an excuse for yourself?
I guess. I made a huge mistake once, but I want to be better now. I want to become a better person. I'm sure everyone wants to. At the same time, a part of my mind still can't forgive Angela. Okay. We're already spent 2 days on this stalemate. You're holding up much better than I expected.
Of course we are. Did you really think we'd go to sleep just because you told us to?
However, it is only a matter of time. And time is what matters to you most right now.
Our employees have sustained too much damage.
The regenerators are at their limits too.
I put up with the play for such a long time. I could pass a day or two in an instant. But the last 2 days have felt so long and slow.
Angela, your filthy deed, born out of your personal desire, shall never be brought to fruition.
The circumstances are no longer the same as before, Gebura. I am now aware of the existence of ego and its capabilities.
Wait, am I Yesod?
Wait, who's Yesod?
I guess I'm Yesod. All employees from the welfare and display teams have fallen. You'll never get to spread the light for those 7 days you all planned. It would last, perhaps 4 days at most. And I'd be left with only 2 or 3 days worth of light for myself. In any case, none of us will have won this battle.
What is your point?
I'd like to make a proposal. I want to live, you see. Angela offered us a deal, and many of us Sephiroth were against it.
Sephiroth?
Oh, that's what the librarians were called back in the Vanity Corp. We all pronounce it differently, don't worry about it. The 9 librarians sleeping on each floor, you know.
I see. Yeah, the ones I met didn't seem too happy with this job. I guess that's why you all hate Angela so much.
Me, Melkit, Yesod, Netchok, and Hokma were the ones opposing her offer.
That means the other 4 approved it. Angela wasn't completely alone, huh?
To be fair, they weren't actively supporting it. It was more of a deferral?
One sec. Why were you against her offer if you thought she could eventually become a better being?
It's silly, I know. Even in the middle of that, I was thinking I could repent for my sins with death.
You what now? You were supposed to die at the end of the plan Angela ruined?
Yep. The whole thing was meant to end with us shutting down, falling into an eternal slumber, knowing that our long-desired wish was fulfilled.
Jeez, you were all ready to really accept a morbid fate like that?
You're always surprised over the oddest details, Roland. I thought you'd blame me for running away from my problems, even at the end.
Nah, that's a totally natural reaction in my opinion. I'm not a very strong or spirited person, so I get why you do that. So, in summary, you objected to Angela's offer at first because you wanted to forfeit your own life as the last step of your atonement. But now that you had some time to think things over, you're willing to give Angela a chance?
Yeah, that's about right. It was a rather heavy topic for me, but you summed it up neatly.
Well, things are bound to seem lighter from an outsider's perspective.
Thanks for listening anyways. It helped me sort through my thoughts too.
You're welcome, miss. It's all part of my work. We did it.
We did.
Boo! And the next one, I don't have to do nearly as much.
I hope that you enjoyed that very long scene because we're about to have another.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then after that, I'm gonna make Chapstick be all the guests. Because I'm done talking.
Yeah. To be clear, I don't know if we mentioned this, but we are completely ignoring everything while some scenes are going on, so forgive us. Anyway, go kill Netox.
I think it's Child of the Galaxy.
I think it's Charlie Galaxy.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is.
Double Boy. Anyway, I'm not voicing Netox. I don't have to do shit.
Volka, you're on this floor.
I'm on this floor. Oh yeah, look, I'm literally there.
Oh, we have a new unit on Hode. I'm gonna make Varia because I want to break from talking for a second.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I mean, Varia and Hode's voice are basically the same thing, so it's fine. Reach into that depression. Do you need anything from me? Do you remember what she looks like at all?
Long hair that she ties up out of her face. I'm looking for a good one for that. But it might just be easier for her to have it down.
Yeah, it's fine if it's down, and it's more medium length, but fair.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna change. This is not a Varia face.
No, not at all.
Alright, I made her more pale. Her facial expressions are more muted. I like the big eyes for her. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that fits.
Big eyes, small eyebrows, muted expressions.
Depression personified.
Chapstick, I had a lot of trouble trying to put together a Supra. Because there are no tiger men in Library of Ruina.
It's unfortunate. However, I do remember a dog lady who was pretty cool, so that's...
She'll be showing up later, it's fine.
She is pretty cool. Alright, it's time for...
And you love
literally
Tanya.
all I remember.
I'm gonna beat up a small child's friends really quickly.
He just wants to
Rude.
give you a
That's
pebble. A pebble that's totally safe and nothing bad happens. Alright, I'll admit I'm cheating and looking at my the next scene. Unfortunately, I'm actually very involved in the next scene. I'm very sad now. I'm starting to think Robot Lady likes to talk.
What gives you that idea?
Her having more lines than I think Netshock does next scene.
Nice. Take that, small child. No friends for you.
Yeah, how dare you be sad?
How dare you give pebbles that kill people because you're sad?
Oh boy, where are we now? Which episode?
Netshock 3.
Netshock 3.
That's
Okay.
episode 3.
Oh, I guess that's me.
That is you.
Hey, did you know that art is inseparable from alcohol?
Oh, yeah, I heard that. They say art is all about flashes of inspiration, right?
You know it. Maybe we're on the same page after all.
Oh, you brought a different booze this time? Absinthe?
This is the liquor with a legacy that's so deeply tied to art, it's almost legendary. Since I'm in charge of arts, I could use a little stimulation to work like a real artist.
This one's pretty strong, but it's charming nonetheless. What if Angela scolds us like the last time, though?
We can worry about that later.
Works for me. By the way, just thought I'd mention there's no need to worry about courtesy and stuff with me.
I'd say it's more comfortable for me to go with courtesy.
Alright then.
Look at this glowing green liquor. It's just like the arts of the city. Imitations that are provocative but nothing else. Imitations of imitations, in fact. Though, I don't see any point in being original either. I'm likely someone or something else's imitation too.
As if stuff like originality or arts even matters in the city in the first place. All those self-proclaimed artists are nutcases. They seem to be mistaking any stimulation that's stronger than usual for art. Just like how I'm praising this drink as a work of art.
The pianist must have been one hell of a stimulant then. I heard that its music was a hair-raising masterpiece that awoke this gray city from its ennui.
Well, the intensity was unprecedented, that's for sure. And some are still hung over from that performance, like they were slammed with a real strong booze.
How about you?
I must be one of them, I suppose. Never heard that kind of music before. I guess you've taken a liking to arts, seeing as you're talking about all this.
True. If I could choose to live a different life, I might have been a painter or something.
Painter, huh?
I'll be able to quietly express all my emotions on the painting. Maybe I could have lived a humble life just like that.
Yeah. And how'd a modest man like yourself end up getting involved in something as grandiose as curing humanity?
It really is a mystery. I'm not even sure. I think I wanted to be of help to someone.
Oh, a someone? Perhaps your first love?
Was it love, really? Even if it were, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. But I was still holding on to the hope that I could make something better. That if I let go of my life, I could bring a bigger hope to some other person. That's why I participated in the research. That's why I stood against Angela.
Before I do Angela's voice, Chesid's in here. Someone has to voice him in the future.
Oh my gosh, there's so many people here.
They're all
there's a
here.
lot. I'll be Chesed.
Thank you. I already took Tiff. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're Hesed and Gabura. Skern, are you sure you want to be Angela, Tiferet, and Yasod?
I saw what's about to happen. I'll be fine, though it's going to be very funny.
Alright, I'll continue to be Malkut.
I'm saluting you, Skern.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Isn't it about time we ended this stalemate? We're at the dawn of the fourth day. If you are to drag on any further, I'll be left with no choice but to terminate all of you instantly.
I'm with you on this one. We're never going to beat you at this rate. I didn't fight to spread only meager half the light.
Kapura, how could you agree with her? We might lose everything. I'm with Angela too. Anak's death deserves a better meaning than this half-baked flight. I am not willing to gamble with everything we've worked for.
Say, Angela, if what you're saying is true, does that mean the employees who died in this place can come back as well?
Indeed. You and your employees will wake up with a brand new bodies.
That doesn't erase all the pain we and the employees went through.
And all our hard work, too!
Even if this deal were to be put through, it will only delay the inevitable. How can we trust you not to betray us again?
Betray? Don't be absurd. Have you ever once gathered around a table calmly discussing what we should do with this light? We haven't. I'll make sure to keep this promise, though. Both you and I require the light in its whole, albeit for different reasons. I could use up this residue of light left for me right now, but I'd much prefer to have all of it. So I'd like to live more. I don't care if you want to die or not. I want to live my own life. And I'd like to learn more about the city and about this world I live in. Angela, once we've reclaimed all of the light, you are free to lay judgment upon me when that time comes. Though I won't sit back, of course. That is all I have to offer. If no one else objects, I'll proceed with it right away.
I shall become a sentinel once more and watch your every action.
It appears we have all come to an agreement.
Don't worry. I have no plans to let this be the end. Life. I feel like you went a little too quick. Life will call out to you once again. So take a nap until then.
Whoever says out loud they wanna die is lying. They actually want to live more than anyone, so they express that urge in one way or another. On the other hand, when someone is genuinely willing to die, they end up disappearing silently. When Angela said she wanted to live, I felt something within me. That I want to live, too.
No one really wants to die, man. They all seem to regret it moments before death. Well, it's usually too late for them by the time they realize that.
You seem well versed in that kind of stuff.
You get to see all kinds of people when you work as a fixer.
When I saw that desperation to live, I was reminded of the many employees who died right in front of my eyes back in Lobotomy Corp. It's ironic how we were trying to save humanity, yet couldn't save the people right next to us. That's when I thought, if I could live more, what would I want to do?
It's a good idea to think about your next move, yeah.
How about you, Roland? Are you going to go back to being a fixer once you're free?
Well, I'll have to think more on that. I've still got a long way to go. Let's give it our best shot. All right, here's to us.
I can toast to that, alright. Here's to us.
We did it. We got through all the long scenes.
Oh, but there's another scene happening immediately because we hit urban play.
No!
Yeah, yes, but there's
That's
question
great.
marks that we don't have to voice. We can make them voice it.
Oh my gosh, I love making other people voice things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take
I
a
am
look.
here for your convenience.
I'm going to exploit you the way Angela is exploiting the employees.
It is my job. Also, employees is such a strong word. I prefer servant. Don't you notice that next to your name, Roland?
Oh, I know who these are now because I'm mousing over who says the lines.
Yeah, I can see that as well, so there's a distinct two-character split.
On the one hand, I want to be the blue sicko. On the other hand, I don't want to be the blue sicko.
Yeah.
I don't really remember exactly who I'm reading about, so
Oh, he's a pretty big antagonist in the future. Here's the thing. We can recast these voices in the future.
We sure can.
Of course.
I'm the blue sicko.
Perfect. I might be him in the future.
Chapstick, if you mouse over a line and it says Thelma, will you do those?
absolutely.
All right, I'm ready. I've been waiting for this moment. Thelma, dear, it's all thanks to me that you could keep your position as head of the Southern Branch. So maybe you should return some of the favor, no?
I know, that was the deal. What do you want this time?
I want your crew to take care of the things on this list. I think I might be able to locate it soon enough.
These are all ridiculous requests. Well, though we have the right team for this.
Let me guess. Section 2?
Yes.
See, I'm a very considerate person, Thelma.
The library is on the list as well, now appointed as an urban plague by the Hana Association.
That's the one I'm particularly interested in, actually. I also clicked too early. Now it's really the next scene. We're not here anymore.
Roland,
Yeah? Huh?
if your estimation is correct, we'll have to thoroughly prepare ourselves for our guest from now from major syndicates and even wings from now on, right?
That was the third most surprising thing to happen to me here.
What nonsense are you going on about this time?
You just called me Roland.
Roland. Roland. It's a fun word, because that's your name.
I mean, yeah, but you've never referred to me with my name before.
My level of trust in you has increased, and I wanted to reinforce our amity. So I tried referring to you in relatively more intimate terms. Is there a problem?
Come on. That's a boring answer. It's been a long while since anyone called me by my name, still. Thinks back to interactions with every other floor in the library.
I can switch to servant. It's also in your name tag.
The last time I heard that was from my family, I guess.
Didn't you say that your grandma disappeared long ago?
Oh. I had a wife, you see.
That's intriguing.
Huh. You're not intrigued by the fact that someone like me managed to get married, right? You're intrigued by the whole concept of this inefficient practice among humans known as marriage, right?
Please tell me more about your marriage.
Just a heads up. It's an overall banal story with some sad moments. Don't think you really like it.
I'm always open for new stories of others.
Says the one who won't even tell me the story of her own life.
I can't bring myself to recount that story ever again. I'm simply too sick of it. It's a boring and trifling story that looped over and over for 10 millennia. Imagine reading the same book for 1 million years. You're sure they grow to resent it. I don't know, I like Laboratory Corporation.
I'd have choked myself by the time around the 5th time I'd be forced to read a boring book. Well, anyway, I used to work my ass off. Had nothing better to do. I wasn't a bad fit for fixer work, coming from a rough background and all. As I kept working like a busy bee, I got a house in a decent spot and met a so-called soulmate. She was such a tough woman. When I looked at her back, I felt the comfort of finding a place to belong to, something I couldn't feel even when I bought my house. I made so many attempts to try to catch her attention. Oh, am I dragging on too long?
It's fine. Please continue.
I did get a bunch of opportunities to see her, since we were in the same industry. Also, she looks cool as hell in this illustration.
Right?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, she's great. My wife was a pretty highly graded fixer, by the way. She was dependable for a reason. Anyway, countless ups and downs later, we tied the knot. I put it simply here, but the heartache I felt in those twists and turns was real, you know? Both of us had piled up a hefty amount of money from working like dogs, so we decided to quit being fixers for a while and spend a peaceful time together. This part is kind of corny, but happy is the only word to describe how I felt, really. I was alone my whole life, and finally had someone to rely on. All we had to worry about was what to have for lunch, where to take a stroll in the evening, what to name our child and stuff. Then, one day, I got an urgent call from a friend asking me to do a request far away from home. You can probably guess where this is going by now. The job wasn't a huge deal, and the pay was alright, so I decided to take it. The lady who lived with me said okay, too. I was dispatched to a district famous for pajon, which was my wife's favorite food. I could almost see her mouth water with the thought of eating it when she sent me off. To live up to my better half's expectations, I purchased a stasis preservation box from U-Corp to present her with a warm pajon that's straight from the kitchen. But a huge incident occurred in my home district while I was away. The house collapsed, and my wife died along with our child she was still pregnant with. I cried for a long while, cursing this world and the city. I writhed and struggled, trying to earn this happiness. So why does it have to slip out of my hands so easily? Alright, that's the end of my story.
Roland, would you be offended if I said your wife looked cool as fuck?
No, she did look cool as fuck. You're absolutely correct. This kind of stuff can happen to anyone in the city. It's only a matter of endurance.
And you could endure that trial?
I'm trying to settle it on my own terms.
What was the second most surprising thing for you, by the way?
Oh, that working here suits me better than I thought, I guess. I'm saving the biggest surprise for the last. It's no fun to spoil everything at once, is it?
Fine, then. I'll leave you with sorting the rest of the books.
Urban Plague!
So, may I request
here.
that we take maybe a 5-minute break, simply because we have to do a lot of voices, and I think me and Puma might have a little bit of a sore throat and need something to wet our throats with before we continue.
I'm okay with taking a short break, but when we get into inviting guests, you guys have to voice everybody. And by you guys, I mean Chapstick and Volk.
That's fine.
Yes,
All
but Roland and Angela are still in every single one of these scenes.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Mhm.
Okay, let's take a 5-minute break.
And y'all know, I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning.
Whoa.
Me too.
Gross.
Don't recommend it.
You get used to it, but
I
gotta say,
agree.
I do
I
like
still don't
overnight.
recommend it.
I miss the moon.
Same.
Okay, I'm getting ready to do the carnival. I have people ready who should be able to handle it, ideally.
I believe in you. I believe in the team.
We've got Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Messenger, Yan.
One of us should be in, between me and Puma.
Yeah. Jin, Sayo. Jin and Sayo. Or is it Gin? It might be Gin.
You know what? We can just do both.
I was about to say, half of these words we've been switching between them, and I think for names it's fine.
Gin and Sayo have relatively minor parts. Oh, there's also Yang. Yang has an extremely minor part.
The reason Puma and I should take Yan is because they're going to be a reoccurring character, and who knows if everyone's going to be here every week, right?
Yeah. Okay. I guess.
Do you want Yan or should I?
Can I do Yan?
You may have Yan. You know, I feel like every time it's going to be someone who has a really deep and tragic story, you claim them immediately, but yes, you can have Yan.
You're Angela.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I like Yan. Okay, we need Beta, Gamma, and Alpha, who seem to have relatively equal speaking parts.
I'm happy to be one or two of them. I'll be Beta and Alpha. How about that?
Okay.
I could be Gamma then.
Okay, we also need Sayo, Gin, and Yang, but Yang has one line.
I call Yang.
Okay. Sayo has a larger part than Gin. Do you also want to be Sayo, Volka?
Sure.
I'll be Gin.
Okay.
Jin. Gin.
We'll just say it differently every time. It's fine.
Yep. Taste of sweepers never cease to surprise.
Always disgusting in new ways. Never realized there could be so many flavors of filth.
Reminded of taste of fixer we ate. Was soft, was happy.
Hard to eat, but tasty? Produced good silk, was satisfied.
Must feed on sweepers for another week. Because we must spin more silk. Index gave such prescript.
What if Mother of Sweepers move before we finish?
We hunt and feast, must weave cloth.
No? Wondered if we have plans once Sweepers start retaliation. If they all seriously try to eat us, we must have limits.
Sweepers are quiet for now. Reasons unknown. Index has its gaze on us. We only make fabric as prescript pointed. No other prescript from Index. None? We need no need for worry. Index is good friend.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings? Greetings.
Messenger? Greetings.
Yes. Thanks for the greetings. I'm here to give you guys a new prescript.
Head to library. Have other paper with you? This is no prescript.
You're right. This is an invitation to the library. It's needed according to the prescript.
Must go to library?
We must eat sweepers and weave fabric.
Can we eat messenger?
Will be tasty, would produce good silk.
No, I'm afraid not. You guys must obey the prescripts, remember? You want to continue your silk-making business, no? If you don't follow your prescripts, the proxies will visit you.
Prescript come first for us?
If we break order, prescript will not forgive?
Perhaps library have new ingredients to make new silk with?
Since I'm done delivering the prescript, I'll be on my way. I'm sure you guys are already aware, but don't forget what happens if you fail to carry out any prescript.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but we're here to receive our fabric.
Hello there. It's the Kurokumo clan, a Thumb subsidiary, right?
Greetings, Kurokumo clan?
We'll take the Nuovo fabric requested by the Thumb. The payment is in that briefcase. By the by, I'm certain a finger bow bell is about to begin, and this is a rather frivolous behavior from the Index.
What should we do, Dane?
He may be a simple messenger, but he's still an executive member of the Index. It will be difficult to take him on by our own. Oh my gosh. It is a valuable opportunity nonetheless, especially since the messenger is alone right now.
Sure. All I do is deliver words from above.
The index is the same as always.
Now then, why don't we go our own ways if we're done with all business here? The carnival can visit the library, we can take our fabric, and Mr. Messenger probably has places to be.
Is that an organization producing fabric?
Yep. Quality fabric is a rarity. Tailors are just as important as syndicates and fixers. Those guys seem to be operating underground. Looks like they're eating people to make silk.
What's so special about it? Isn't it the same old piece of cloth?
Nuh-uh. That's not your ordinary textile, man. You still have a lot to learn. There's a good reason a lot of hotshots in the city are dressed in normal-looking attire and not plate armor. You've probably seen it from some guests, but those aren't just regular clothes. A high-quality fabric can provide just as much protection as an augmentation procedure. Not even money could buy top-of-the-line fabrics sometimes. Some can only be earned by joining memberships of workshops or tailors. Some things in this world are entangled in a complex web of interests like fame and stuff, which can't be cleared with money alone.
I'm starting to feel dazed from all this information.
Well, that's enough of that. Why don't we close our eyes for a moment and make a wish?
And you aren't helping at all.
We gotta pray that the prescripts don't target the library.
Okay, I can close my eyes and make a wish.
Are you actually playing along?
I wished for you to stop blabbing nonsense.
Anyway, things could get real messy once a prescript points at the library. The Index, one of the Five Fingers, is gonna be after us. They'll do anything to keep coming for our asses.
The Index?
That's one of the 5 giant syndicates that rule over the back streets. They're called as such because they literally have all of the back streets in their hands. It's simple, really. Anyway, the Five Fingers have enough power and influence to rival the Wings, so nothing good will come out of opposing them. And the Index is like a group of zealots. They obsess over the orders they call prescripts. For them, prescripts are...
something they must follow?
Yep. Prescripts must be carried out, as they say. And we have a subsidiary of the Thumb butting in, too. I just hope things don't escalate too much.
Whoever may visit, we simply do our best to receive them.
Hungry. What?
And spin new kind of thread. Excited?
Greetings, guests.
Greetings.
Greetings?
Greetings. Okay to eat. Could produce wonderful silk.
We'll make pretty blue silk?
Seems she would taste even worse than sweepers.
True? Does not seem human.
Want to eat something tasty now. Tired of disgusting food.
I'm Angela, the director and librarian. May you find your book.
Such short greeting.
So insincere, too.
Disappeared.
I love the carnival and wish that they weren't in just one scene.
Who are
Gosh,
these
Angela,
guys?
why do you get so rude? They just want to eat you. They even said you'd be pretty.
Yeah.
They called me disgusting food.
Yes, but pretty silk.
Blue silk.
Netchok, I know you're drunk, so it's fine.
Oh, these guys are actually dangerous.
Yes, extremely.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember
this
them
is
having some useful cards.
They're
this
gonna
is
eat ya.
this is the point of the game where the game actually has some actual walls, and death might come.
We'll make fine silk.
Additionally, it's the kind of part of the game where every now and then we might die, but get a card from them and use that to win the next time. I believe also general invitations are now a thing too.
You are correct. There were actually some in the previous one as well. I just didn't do them.
You might start needing those cards.
So the thing with the carnival is we have to kill them all at the same time because they get 2 strength if an ally is dead.
Yeah, that's right. They multi-hit a bunch.
What did poor Trip do?
Delicious. He looks delicious. Make good silk.
And that's Ox theme.
So much different from everyone else's. That being stated, if you ever want to do the general invitations offline, I don't think anyone's going to judge you.
Yeah, maybe. That's not a bad idea.
Because there's no voice acting in that
Speaking
one.
of general, I see someone in general place.
Oh, it's probably Mega.
I got her.
You can't escape our grasp.
Hi, we're in battle, so this is the perfect time. Mega, why don't you introduce yourself and what joke are you going to come up with this week?
I don't know. I said I was addicted to gacha games last week.
That's not a joke, though, right?
Yeah, that's a serious addiction.
Maybe to some people. but it's a reality for me.
I know how much you spend on them. It's fine.
Yeah, I do. I do spend way more than I should. Hi. My name's Mega. My pronouns are she, her. I love redheads. Is that a good one?
Okay, sure.
Sure.
This is why you, some
Why
point
not?
we're just gonna throw you Gabura for no reason.
Yes. I love Gabura.
Question.
Yes.
Mega is here. We're losing Chapstick in 30 to 40 minutes. Can we just jump to Love Town?
I mean, we could, but we have to do the epilogue for this one first.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, this fight is gonna be harder. 2 of them are staggered and die. The next turn, the 3rd one dies.
You probably want their cards, for sure.
I do want their cards. I'm going to take their cards to fight Tom Mary.
And I will throw this out here. If we lose to Tom Mary, we'll just clean it up later.
Yeah. It's the scene that's the fun part.
Yes.
Okay, Carnival Epilogue. Oh, I get to imitate Chapstick. Exhausted, tired. Want rest? Hungry. Want out?
Want amputated? Bones melt. Flesh explode? Won't die?
Sorry, ma'am. I'll stop here.
So what do you think happens next?
Looking at how things are going, we're pretty much guaranteed to confront at least one of the fingers. We've already heard the thumb and the index. Any one of them is going to be a huge pain in the ass.
I look forward to it.
Oh, of course you do. I'm the one doing all the fighting and bleeding for you.
I know this goes without saying, but I am thankful for what you do.
Sure you are, ma'am. In any case, let's give it our best shot.
So who wants to get traumatized?
Me.
I forgot to turn the mod on.
Oh no!
Unlucky.
Okay, so we're gonna do this with 6 books of the carnival.
Oh.
It's fine. If we need to grind offline, it'll take seconds.
Yeah, it'll be real easy. Okay, whoopsie. Accidentally playing legitimately. Hi.
We're not cheating. The horror.
The horror indeed.
Okay, I'm gonna get some stuff set up. Skern, while I'm getting my teams set up, because I'm gonna need to get teams set up,
Yeah, this is actually pretty hard.
this is actually going to be really hard with just these cards. Can you please trigger warning the audience and also help assign roles? I think I was Mary, but that's it.
Okay. This is one of the biggest triggers in the entire game coming up. There is a special trigger for existentialism, for a fear of eternity, and domestic abuse especially coming up. If you have any kind of problems with any of this, please skip probably about 30 minutes. It's fine. No one's going to take offense. I believe anyone who has played this game that is in this channel was triggered by this scene, quite legitimately, and needed a break afterwards. Puma and I are going to be fine, because we've done this already. But we did not take this well the first time. Anyway, who would like to be Mary, Tommy's girlfriend?
Sure.
Cool.
I'll go for it.
Who would like to be a scary scientist lady named Elena?
Me.
And another scary scientist man, Jihan?
Sure, I can do that.
Cool. I think that's it. I'm double checking, but I think that's everyone.
Gary Scientist, man.
I will take question marks for the don't worry about it.
Before we start, can we also get the script?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll also take random passengers, unless Puma wants random passengers.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm trying to think about what to take. I think I just have to dump speed onto one of the carnival pages.
Cute.
Let's see. I'm just checking if there's any more than just passenger 1.
You can throw me in for some role.
Well, here's the thing. You're already Tommy.
Oh, I thought Volca was Tommy.
Oh, okay. Volka's Tommy. Never mind. In that case, why don't you take passenger, Puma?
Okay.
I will give voice direction about, I would say, 75% through this for reasons, and I don't want to explain what those reasons are yet.
I'm so glad I don't have to be Mary, because I was Mary originally, but it actually makes me, like, not happy to be married to Volca's Tommy.
Okay, I have an idea, Puma.
Yeah?
For random passengers,
Uh-huh.
I will take odd numbers, you take even numbers.
Perfect.
It does go all the way up to 6, I believe. It's just easier to assign it that way. Anyway, a lot of this prep work might be invalidated because this is actually legitimately a hard fight.
I believe in Puma.
I do too. I just won't be surprised if he loses.
Well, I, however, will be surprised if Puma loses, so no pressure, Puma.
I'm trying to think what to give to Seepra on Roland's floor. Honestly, going Walter with Gyeongmi in the carnival seems like a good idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, Walter suits him. I hate that it does, but it does.
I forgot how long this scene is. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
It's really long.
I just read through a lot of it and yikes.
Oh yeah, you know, now understand I wasn't kidding about this trigger warning.
Yeah. Extreme yikes.
So yes, Mega, I don't believe you experienced this part before.
No, this is very new.
Great.
Oh boy.
So every time we joked about trains, we were explicitly talking about this.
This train.
I totally thought we were memeing about the train that is in Lobotomy Corp, if I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Because when I saw train, I was like, oh yeah, that train was pretty fucked in Lobotomy Corp.
No.
We're talking about the train in Final Fantasy that you suplex.
I wish.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm the even passengers.
Yes, I'll be the odd passengers, and I'll also be question mark.
Okay, I've got 2 teams ready to go. This is going to be a tough fight, and I might lose, but I'm going to do my best. Oh boy. It's the gaze office. What?
More like the.
The gaze office comes first. Okay, can we trash the gaze office really quickly so we can do Tameri?
All right, hold on, everybody. One moment.
One moment.
Everything's out of order. We don't have to traumatize ourselves yet.
I'm sorry. We have Dalek, Alok, and Bono.
I'm Bono.
Thank you. You just came in.
Putting my
do you want
hands
to
in my
take someone?
pockets right now.
I'll take how about Alok?
I can take Dalok to keep our stars fresh.
Woo! Don't worry, Angela and Roland always have scenes.
Okay,
Are they like robots?
they're all humans who have like mechanical implants.
Oh,
Cyborgs.
like the Okay, yes.
Yeah, they're like the Brotherhood of Iron,
Oh, okay.
but more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Confirm the Molar office boarding the train.
You made sure to attach the observation device on them.
Mm-hmm.
Bono, how's the observation going?
Dalek's helping me out, but it ain't easy.
I hope we can find some leads at least.
I know it's a bit late to ask this, but you sure this job is a trusty one?
How many times should I say that we can get 200 million? How do you pronounce that one?
Wing it.
On right through an untraceable route.
It's a deal offered by Kane office, so we can probably trust this.
I don't trust like that. Pay isn't the problem here. We get caught trying to uncover the secrets of a singularity, we're done for. No insurance is gonna protect us.
I understand that you're scared because R Corp has W Corp's back, but we aren't going to quit here, are we?
We wouldn't be here if we could.
The warp train is departing in 5 minutes.
Seriously, I'm really not feeling this. Does it even make sense that we can track the cause and effect of everything with some weird observation device we sneaked onto them?
It's the device Kane office gave us. They said it's invaluable with only a few copies of it in the city.
And we verified its performance ourselves.
I know this city has all kinds of bizarre technology, but I still doubt anything can be this convenient.
Hey, the train's heading off.
Okay, we just need to wait 10 seconds now.
9, 8, the causality whatever recording device is working for now. 7, wait, something's not right.
They're missing. We can't observe them anymore.
Gone missing inside a warp train. Hasn't even arrived at its destination yet. I knew there was something off with this device. I told you it can't be possible for any technology to be this convenient.
Don't put the blame on the device. It's not broken. It's still working, see? Something must have happened inside the train.
Maybe there was a problem with the singularity. Or maybe they noticed the device and rigged it.
It's not so easily manipulable, and they definitely weren't capable of doing that.
You never know. It could be W Corp, sending a jamming signal to prevent its singularity from being leaked. And the Kane office hasn't made any preliminary research before giving us this request. This is driving me crazy. We're doing this sham job for 200 million on.
Stop whining, will you?
It could be, or it could have something to do with this. This thing has the Book of Molar Office listed on it like it knows what we're doing.
That can't be. Not even a minute has passed since they disappeared.
The library.
Yeah, I heard of it. All the fixers and syndicates have been talking about it these days. So, what's the plan? Are we heading to that bizarre place?
We don't have any other way.
Even if 200 million on is on the line, I don't want to risk my life. Going there won't guarantee success either.
We might be able to see what happened on the train if we read their books.
I just hope things don't get screwed even further.
There really are people trying to investigate singularities.
Duh, of course. It can bring tremendous amounts of money. I'm pretty sure L Corp put a lot of effort into keeping its singularities secrets, too. The eco-friendly energy company, founded after the Smoke War. We were freed from that suffocating smoke thanks to your corp.
Didn't I tell you already? All I did was recite the script trapped underground. Can a singularity be stolen if its secrets are exposed?
Nah, that's not how it works. Those guys are probably just looking for some clues to how the singularity functions, so they can sell that info to another wing or a big syndicate. After that, the party with the secrets will use that to extort money and stuff from the wing. Singularities are patented, so it's too risky to just use them, even if you know how to make it work. Especially since those patents are all managed by the head.
It's all about money in the end.
Anyway, I'm kinda curious about what happened to that warp train. Roland, turn back!
Don't, buddy, no.
No, you
No.
don't want to know.
Listen, they all read ahead in the script. It's fine. Everything will be fine, Roland. Let us receive our guests first.
I can't seem to make a clear observation of this place either.
The result can be seen, but not the process.
It's just like the distortion, the talk of the town lately. What a bother.
Greetings, dear guests.
How did you get the Book of the Molar office? They were supposed to be in the warp train for only a few seconds.
Well, how did we do it, I wonder? Unraveling the secrets of the library must come with a heavy price, like how digging into the principles of singularities is a laborious affair. No?
That was a stupid question from us.
I have no idea what's going on.
Valid. If the library and its books are just as mysterious as the singularities, then hopefully they're worth just as much.
May you find your book in this place.
Alright, so
We
I'm
got
gonna
the book of Spider-Man.
smoke these guys.
I wish that would be so useful.
If we end up doing Lovetown, like if it works out after this, it's gonna be even harder because these are the only guys I'm gonna have from Urban Plague Tier 1, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as I said, there's a non-zero chance we fail Tom Mary, but we wanted to do the scene, and we can always skip the intro scene in the future. It's fine.
That said, I'm probably dipping here in about 15 minutes, so I may not be there for it.
Gotcha.
We
But
tried.
we've got Mega now.
Oh.
We replaced you.
Yes.
If you want to put the stream on, I mean,
Just
you
like
don't have
my
to.
Robo Arms.
You can watch it if you want to.
I mean, Chopstick is at least he knows Love Town.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I
He-
played
he
this
got-
part.
He got to Star of the City, remember?
Yes.
I remember these guys now. They debuff the hell out of you. They hit like a truck, but they have like no stamina.
Yes, memory serves. This is like the first easy paralyzed people,
Yeah,
which is actually really good against Tom Mary.
extremely.
I just like how two of them are like very serious looking, and then the other one has flappy anime girl hoodie sleeves
Yeah,
that
what
like
the
go
heck?
down past her knees.
Listen, I'm a cyborg who wants to be in style.
There's always one weeb in a group.
Mhm.
I mean, have you seen this Sephiroth? Half of them would be happy to have that outfit. These poor people. What did they do to deserve this?
Came to the library.
Yeah, but they're
Yep.
trying to save us from being traumatized.
These are the unsung heroes of this game.
Oh no, we're aggressively playing the piano.
Roland, I want them dead. Can't you hear it in the background? I hope you appreciate this is what I'm doing for you.
You're so kind and generous, ma'am.
Thank you. I practiced being a pianist for a very long time.
It would be useful for one extra arm to help me play this, though. Excuse me, Roland.
Ah!
You weren't using this to fight anyway.
Rosawind, calm down.
No. You told me to fight. I will fight. You removed my subordinate for some reason.
Seeper's mad.
Is it because he doesn't like cyborgs?
Maybe not. Anyway, he's about to kill this person really hard. He had 5 strength at this early in the game.
Oh, give me 1 second. Alright, it's open. L Corp produce clean energy. W Corp operates fast and shared fire transportation.
Oh no.
Sure does.
What do you think R Corp singularity is?
I bet it's something that pumps out efficient killing machines. Don't you know more about it, since you used R-Corp services?
As I've said multiple times before, such details are beyond my knowledge. I had little interest in finding out back then. Also, I didn't really use them. Anyone who's played Lobami Corporation knows that R-Corp's kinda useless. Still, from what I observed of them, considering the amount of their rabbits and the combat power of each unit, you're probably correct. No, you're really not. It's fine. They were not exceptionally strong. That's accurate. But they did a fine job of grazing the grass inside the facility. I wonder what the principle behind it is.
Hell if I know. I'm not an executive of R-Corp or anything. Every wing keeps its singularity under tight wraps. Take the distortion and the abnormalities, for instance. Only the results are seen, and not the process. The same goes for other singularities.
So, everyone simply consumes the end results without knowing the process.
It's easier on the mind that way. There's no point asking questions about technology unless they encounter problems using it. People just spend money and get its worth. There's no real reason for questioning how things work. Wasn't it the same with L-Corp?
You're right. It was the same. All we needed was the result. It didn't matter how many were sacrificed in the process.
See? The other wings aren't going to be any different from that.
mean, it's true for the train, right? Everyone just like consumes the end result without knowing the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no real reason for questioning how things work.
Dalek, Alec, and Olga is what I need. I'm definitely burning some books.
Mm-hmm. So I assume Chapstick, you're gonna head off.
Yeah, probably just skip out now.
It's
But
fine. I
y'all
believe you
have
were.
fun.
I believe you were gonna do Elena, which is probably good since Elena is a recurring character. Puma,
Yeah, that was the original plan, but
Puma, do you want to do Elena or should I?
I'll do Elena, that's fine.
Okay.
Wait, do you have a major role in that?
The passengers. I'll just take all of them.
Okay. Chap, thanks for coming. I liked your Bono.
thanks for having me. I had fun.
Have a good-
Y'all continue to have a good night. I hope to be back someday.
Hell yeah.
You will always be invited.
Have a good night.
Hooray.
Have a good
Good night.
night.
So who's ready to be traumatized?
Me,
let
me, 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 me.
Let me repeat the trigger warning again, because if you skipped ahead 30 minutes for any reason, we didn't do Tom Mary. Now we're doing Tom Mary. The Love Train is a trigger warning of basically everything. It is a lot of domestic problems, a lot of toxic relationships, and a lot of fear of eternity. All of these might cause triggers for people. It has caused triggers to many people who have played this game in this very call. Please understand if you need to step out at any point, we're not going to take offense. The only reason most of us are going to be fine is most of us have already experienced it. And those who haven't just read ahead in the script, so you had a little bit of time to be okay.
Yeah.
If you need to talk about it later, Megan, let me know. I understand.
It's okay.
Most of us got really fucked up by it.
Okay, this is going to be extra hard because I'm going in with a team of 3 when Malkut 4 is available. But let's see what happens.
Oh, we're totally going to die. I will put it this way. We should probably end this stream not on this, but actually finishing Malkut 4.
Yeah. Okay, is everyone ready?
I guess.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Mary. Where are we now? How much time has passed?
Tommy, you're awake. I'm sorry. I don't really know. I don't know how long we've been here.
In days?
I wasn't holding my push-to-talk down.
Nope.
We're about 10 days in. How are you feeling right now? You were out cold for 3.
I thought warp trains were supposed to arrive in just 10 seconds. How could this happen? What's going to happen to us? Where are we?
I'm not certain myself, Mr. Tommy. I already heard your name from your lover, in case you're wondering. I'm Elena, currently working as a nurse. And this is Jahan, a doctor from our hospital.
A pleasure to meet you.
They took care of you while you fainted.
This is my first time experiencing a delay like this, too. I've used warp trains quite often, you see. I'd always had a pleasant 10-second trip to the destination. Do you know anything about accidents like this, Doctor?
Not at all. This kind of malfunction should surely be fatal to W Corp's image. It's strange they haven't made any response for this long. Why are we worrying about W Corp? We're all going to starve to death trapped inside this train.
Tommy, actually...
Let me tell him. Tommy, you were asleep for the last 3 days. Are you feeling any hunger or thirst right now? Any thirst right now? You didn't consume any water or moisture while you were out, just so you know.
I'm not thirsty at all.
For some reason, no one here appears to be feeling any kind of hunger or thirst. To elaborate, no one has shown malfunction or distress in vital physiological functions.
How is that even possible? Just what is going on here?
We have no idea. Let's wait a little more. It seems that time is all we have, after all.
Huh.
Tommy, you can keep your eyes closed if you're tired. I'll always be at your side.
Me too, Mary. I'll stay next to you all the time.
15 days in.
Tommy! Tommy!
Mary, what's wrong? What's with all this noise?
Tommy, wake up! This is bad!
Although we did expect something like this to happen sooner or later.
What's going on? It seems trouble has occurred in the carriage next to ours. What are they doing?
Watch me! Witness me!
A natural reaction to being trapped in a closed space like this for more than 2 weeks. Did that person just slice off their own throat?
Huh? This is intriguing. Doctor?
Certainly is. Eileen didn't send us here for nothing.
Oh, my neck is barely dragging and I'm still alive.
Tommy.
Stick with me, Mary.
16 days in.
Mr. Tommy, you're finally awake.
I never thought I'd faint so many times in my life.
The sight must have been quite shocking for Miss Mary as well.
Yeah, she's still asleep. What happened to that person?
If you're talking about the person that slit their own throat, they were put under quarantine in a different carriage.
There's 300 people on board. Can't be the only one to have done such a thing. Quarantine? You mean they're not dead? They should have died after bleeding so much. You usually don't quarantine a corpse.
They're surprisingly alive, even though the arteries were cut. Blood was spilled all over the floor, but it wasn't completely separated from the body. Not a single drop of blood was scattered or smeared on other surfaces. The pool of blood remained in contact with the body, like a cohesive mass. And that person stayed conscious the whole time, enough to communicate. They're probably still vividly feeling the pain of their neck being slit.
What the hell? How could any of this be possible?
I'm afraid I don't know. Sorry, Mr. Tommy. I can't help but give you the same response all the time.
No, it's alright. I shouldn't expect you to know all the answers after all. There's one thing we can know for sure. And that's that this is only the beginning. You'll have to brace yourself.
For the sake of your lover as well.
Yeah, I gotta.
30 days in.
Tommy, Mrs. Miho from the next carriage over told me that 5 of the 30 carriages are already filled with suicidals.
Don't worry, Mary. The people in our carriage are still going strong.
It's all thanks to Elena and Jian. It's not just us. Everyone in the 6 adjacent carriages seems to be counting on those two. It really is. They're so professional and collected. It's reassuring to have them around.
You're right. If it weren't for Elena and Jeho, we might have...
Mary, don't say dark things.
93 days in.
The situation is worsening, everyone. Carriages 5 to 15 are still in solidarity, including carriage 7 where we are located. But things are not looking good for the carriages beyond 15. Even just 3 days ago.
Yeah, I heard carriage 19 is already full of half-dead people. They're breaking into other carriages and ravaging people's bodies like they were playing with them, like toys.
That's sadly the case. Those people seem to have decided to accept pain as a way to endure this trial of time.
Have they gone mad? Killing each other just to pass the time.
They aren't exactly dead, though.
Mary, they're crawling around with their limbs barely attached. They're pretty much as good as dead. That's right. We must persevere. We can't stop them from damaging their own bodies, but forcing that pain on others is simply unacceptable.
Miss Elena, Johan, sir, what can we do? What if they attacked my younger siblings?
I'm sure you don't want to be separated from your loved ones. You want to stay with them forever on this trip that might last an eternity, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We'll be able to endure it if we're together. Can you show us the way, Jihan?
Want to be separated from Tommy either. You feel the same, right, Tommy?
Yeah, of course.
Then please, have faith in us. We need your agreement, and you must be prepared to fight them.
Fight them?
The vile people from beyond Carriage 15 who were trying to break us apart, of course.
100 days in.
They're mad. They're all crazy.
Mr. Tommy, are you still hesitating?
Tommy, look at them. They don't look all too bad. I was shocked at first, but... if I can be with you forever, Tommy, then I think I'll be able to make it through.
Sorry, Mary. I need a little more time to think.
Mr. Tommy, while this train has an abundance of time, we don't have much left of it for us.
I won't compel you. The decision is in your hands.
113 days in.
I'll do it. I'll do it, damn it.
Tommy,
So you've decided.
I've seen what happened to the people in Carriage 14. They were already raided. They were just sitting there drooling, their eyes turned white in shock. I can't let the same happen to you, Mary.
Tommy, I feel the same.
Good. Let's start the procedure immediately. Doctor, preparations, please.
120 days in.
Tommy, how are you feeling?
I don't know. But I'm relieved. I can feel your heartbeat vividly.
Me too. We'll never be apart again.
150 days in.
Thanks to your love, we could keep carriages up to number 10 safe.
Now, I am incapable of being multiple people at the same time, but all thanks
to the new bodies you gave us,
Doctor.
I'm flattered to hear that. Your love for each other is what really protected you.
Doctor, Carriage 10 is urgently asking for help.
Mr. Tommy and Miss Mary, could you head to carriage 10 and lend them your strength?
Huh?
Huh? But we
Well,
never
we never fought anyone in our
lives.
lives. And
Aren't
we
we
aren't
all
strong
strong either?
either. Your affection for each other will surely invigorate your new body. We'll trust
you, Doctor.
3,437 days in.
We can shove suicidals into their place like a breeze now, Tommy.
Yeah, it's just as the doctor said. Our affection for each other gave us strength.
They keep crawling out no matter how many times we smash them.
They should go quiet for a while now.
Welcome back to the town, Mr. Tommy and Miss Mary.
Tommy and Mary are the heroes
Heroes
of
of
Love Town!
Town!
Tommy, Mary, you're so cool!
Hey!
700,204, 254 days in.
Horrors beyond my comprehension.
It's a long time.
You're back, Tom Mary.
What? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's Tom Mary. I thought it was townsfolk. Continue. You and Volk at the same time, please.
Oh. What's up, Mommy?
How have you been?
It's
the
same
as always. I just wonder if I should fold those blood lumps into squares or triangles this time. Boy, this is hard.
It is.
It doesn't have to be exact. Honestly, discording is part of this.
That's nice. They enjoy pain anyway, so they should like it.
Where's Daddy?
He went to the front carriage for a moment.
So why'd you call me here, Mommy?
I finally got an interesting toy. It means they've seen enough, according to Eileen.
Interesting toy?
The invitation to the library. Remember the infamous urban legend? The fixers who sat behind you disappeared after receiving an invitation that looks just like this.
Lucky bastards. Sorry, Mommy. What's a library? What do you mean by fixers?
Ah, right. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry, Mommy. It's our fault for being dumb.
No. He'd have cried laughing if he were here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't punish me.
I'm not scolding you, see? No punishments either. Here, take this. And sign that invitation with the other townspeople. If you can find and bring the books listed on that paper there, I'll give you a prize.
Prize?
I like prizes.
Not like you'll make it back anyway. 724,284 days? Are you alright? You don't look so well.
It's disgusting. It's a shame that I can't vomit like humans do.
It's a natural reaction to seeing stuff like that. What kind of malfunction could have stopped a train for thousands of years anyway? Is everything okay out there? I don't really feel that much time has passed, but what if time flew without us realizing while we were busy watching that?
Less than an hour has passed for us, since we only watched fractions of the process.
What about the outside world, though?
It should be the same as us. That one is a unique guest. Its book will surely be an interesting read.
Wow!
Oh,
I'm
I'm
leaving,
leaving
town
town
for the
for the
first
first
time.
time.
I'm
I'm
visiting a
visiting a
new
new
place
place
together
together
with
with
all the
all the
townspeople.
Greetings, dear guests.
Hello,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am. Who are
Who are you?
I am Angela, director and librarian of this library you're in.
I'm
Tom
Tomary
Mary
from
from
Lovetown.
Lovetown.
Angela,
Angela,
Mommy
Mommy
told me to get things
these
called
old
books from
from
this place.
You can find them through the door over there.
Thank you.
Cute.
Do you happen to remember Tommy and Mary?
Tommy? Mary?
Mary?
Who's that?
Please, don't mind. May you find your book in this place. So that's all the trigger warnings.
Ooh boy.
I loved you guys being Tommy and Mary.
Again, to be clear, I was not expecting you to actually sync up. That's part of the charm / horror.
And there's the townsfolks.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think you did a good job.
And Puma, thank you for immediately understanding I need another voice for townspeople.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think... 1 second.
So, that many days is almost 2,000 years?
Yep,
That's a long time.
yep. They're all very crazy.
I mean, the doctor seems perfectly hinged.
Yeah.
Wonder why that is.
It is kind of sus. It's just like on this train is like, you know what we can do to deal with this issue? Got some ideas.
Yeah, well, why don't we sew people together so they're all in one singular body since no one can die?
Surely your affection for each other will invigorate your new body.
Oh, it gets worse.
I liked being progressively
How does it
more
get worse?
sinister.
I can't say.
Yeah.
Though I can say this, after this battle is over, this single floor, because this is a two-parter, you'll know it gets worse.
Yay.
Oh yes, also trigger warning for a song that's coming up that has fucked people up in the past. Puma knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I'm turning the volume up.
Oh, thanks. Let me turn the volume down.
I'm back.
Hi.
At least I'm pretty sure you'll make it to the song without any issues.
Yeah, this part's going okay.
Nah, to be fair, I think the boss itself is the hardest part. There's some good cards here, though.
I'm honestly now trying to think of how my characters would react to seeing Tomari.
With full context or without full context?
Probably with no context first, and then full context later.
It's bad, right?
It's bad. I don't even think Mira would probably even be able to stomach it.
I think it would enrage Red Moon.
Oh, most of my characters would definitely be unhappy. In fact, I believe Rosawin's here, so I can give her an opinion right now. We will kill them. It is a mercy.
I tend to agree.
Does seem to kind of go against Red Moon's whole shtick.
He has such a problem with resurrection and immortality, but this is why he doesn't like immortality.
This isn't even their fault.
Yeah, it's not even their fault. Like, they're completely victims. They didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, they were absolutely manipulated into this. So,
Anyway, you can see why toxic relationships is part of the trigger warnings.
yes.
Maybe they just wanted to take the choo-choo train.
They were gonna go on a fun date.
Yep, correct. So anyway, Olga got out easy.
Yeah, no kidding. The fixers that disappeared on the train, they got the most mercy.
Yep.
I'm trying to wrap my brain around how many years
2000.
they were 2,000 years. That is wild to think about.
Don't worry, other people have done the math for you.
We did the monster math.
It was a graveyard smash.
Yeah, because they're monsters, right?
You know, we just did Love to Train, and ultimately speaking, that was more painful to me.
I went ahead and popped Pulsation, so this floor is going to die quickly into Phase 2. But it's worth it to push through this so we can hear the song.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for trying to traumatize me.
I'm not
I
trying
bet
to
you both
traumatize.
have just completely opposite reactions to this song.
Skern, I'm not trying to traumatize you. I'm trying to traumatize Mega and Volca.
You're right. I know what's about to happen. I have the hindsight, and thus, instead of traumatize, you're giving me this sense of dread. They don't know what dread means yet.
So, am I confirmed to say that I'm pretty sure Elephas would even be horrified by what is happening?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, I think he'd be explicitly horrified. He really hates medical trauma, right?
No, that is a very good point. Ooh.
Like, he would... This would straight up trigger him.
Probably. It's a good thing you don't have Elephas, because he legit just might try to burn down the library.
The library didn't do anything.
The library didn't do anything. The library's helping these people.
No, that's the thing, though, is I think he'd just be so enraged by what he see now that I think about it that way.
It's okay. Angela would just stop and just put Elphas to sleep for a bit.
Yeah. You're not going on this. You're not going on this one.
Yeah, this is rough with the cards that I've got.
Yeah, we will finish Tom Mary at a different time.
Don't worry, I'm on this floor. I got it.
I will definitely
Face
make
my
it to Tom
flaming
Mary,
death.
but they're so close to dead. You'll be able to finish this for sure.
Yeah.
And also, they're going to give you cards to make the rest of the floors really easy.
I'm guessing their cards are very good.
They're pretty good. At the very least, they are going to make the things that Puma needs to do after this much easier. Especially the Malkuth stuff. Because I believe you can do another floor of Malkuth.
Yeah, I can.
So, like, you're absolutely not supposed to do this until you have 4 or 5 librarians already.
Yeah, you're meant to have 4 librarians to do this with, so I'm already nerfed that way.
But again, we wanted to do this as early as possible when we knew as many people as possible could be here.
Makes sense.
Especially those who have not experienced this. We want to traumatize as many of you as possible.
It's appreciated.
You're welcome.
Okay, get ready. Here it is.
Alright, hold on. Turning down the sound for no reason.
No reason at all. I mean, the cards you get are pretty good, right? It's like 2 cards fused together. No?
Yes, I have been so distant, consistently indifferent. It's hard to put that in dynamic sentence. I'm sorry, actually.
Oh my god, the background.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
I don't listen to the lyrics.
Oh, I didn't have my push to talk. The implications of Tamari being able to manifest this background are frightening,
Extremely.
Yeah.
given the way that it works.
We can't give too many details about this since it gets explained more later, I believe.
Yeah, it does. Around Philip and...
End of
Clown.
Urban Plague, yeah.
Stay calm. That's the name of the card. Stay calm.
Anyway, this song legitimately has triggered people. Also, Tamari is kicking your ass.
Yes.
It's their love for each other.
I think it might just be their size.
Yeah, they do look pretty big.
I love their model.
Yeah.
Thanks! Thanks for the
love
zoom
count
in.
on it.
Oof. I know I agreed to this myself.
Mega.
That's an oof. That is a major oof.
The line after that is, I wish it was their fault.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm. This is why the song is a trigger warning. I mean, at least you're killing the townsfolk pretty easily.
Yeah, they're winding up for their mass attack, though.
Yeah, you're fucked. I don't think I give you the tutorial of mass attacks yet.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to fight this yet. Yes, I'm the brave boy. In the official
That's-
lyrics, they spell boy B-O-I.
God damn it, I think you're right.
Whoa! Netzok had some big rolls.
He's done with
Midcheck
this
doesn't
shit.
want to do this anymore.
Netzok's actually trying. Yeah, it's ogre. Do you remember the shapes that they were pounding blood into?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to point it out, don't you?
Oh god.
This isn't the mass attack, this is the wind-up.
They're charging up.
I already thought this way when I played Lobotomy Corp, where I was like, wow, the people who made this game make some seriously fucked up shit. I don't think anything in Lobotomy Corp compares to this.
Yeah, anyway, now you understand whenever we were talking about trains.
Yeah, I want to go back to the train that just appears out of nowhere and zooms past you. At least that's a quick, merciful death.
So this is where we wipe.
Even the song's telling you it's over! Oh boy.
Technically speaking, our plan was to finish Tom Mary as the second to last one of Urban Plague, and instead we're doing it as the third thing in Urban Plague. So this is on us.
I'm kind of shocked that
You got real close.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure if you did Melka's thing first, you would have been able to pull this off.
Yeah, even with these cards.
Like, legitimately, just having an extra librarian is all you really needed.
Olga's kicking ass.
Olga knows that she avoided this fate.
That's true. Wait, I'm gonna kill Tommy.
Holy crap, you are!
Oh my goodness.
So
Yes.
never mind about the wiping. I guess we're gonna pull this off. Guess I should get the expert in the script open.
I'm not sure, like, because they're about to mass attack me. I forget if killing Tommy will stagger them. But, like, if this lands, Tommy is dead. No.
Nope, you're screwed.
Dang, it was so close.
Yeah, see, there it triggered. It happened. I ended up dying, but... that was actually disgustingly close for being a librarian and a tier of cards down. No, 2 tiers down. I was using urban legend cards on that floor.
Honestly, again, I think if you did Melka's thing first, would have pulled it off.
Yeah, that was really close.
Not to say that we should beat our head against it. We definitely should.
No, we shouldn't.
We'll get better cards and just do it easy.
The reason why Olga was so strong is I always had her at 3 or fewer pages in scene, so she would gain 1 strength. She recovers HP whenever she discards. She's a discard deck. I also gave her Child of the Galaxy, so she had an additional +1 strength. And then Daring Decision buffs all dice on the page, so she was rolling like 9s to 11s pretty consistently. Tamari are also weak to Slash.
We are now showcasing our expertise at the game, I think.
Yeah, anyway, that was a lot. I need a break.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Can we do Malkut 4 after like a timeout?
Yeah. Why don't we
Sure.
take a 5-minute bio break? Maybe make sure everyone's doing okay, and then because we have Maggie here, we'll do milk it before we end.
Okay, be right back, stream. Hi. We have returned. Welcome. We're gonna do another Malkuth scene and then finish up.
Like, technically, you're gonna beat up an abnormality first.
Well, we're gonna beat up Fairy Festival. I already made all my decks.
Fairy Festival!
Yeah, I don't have to do anything from now on, actually. There is no voicing for me to do for the rest of this stream.
Fairy Festival looks a little different than how I remember.
What are you talking about? It's totally the same thing. Don't worry about it.
I was like, yay, Fairy Festival! Oh, Fairy Festival.
I like Fairy Festival and Lobotomy Court.
Yeah, they're the best, as long as you only see them and nothing else.
Yes?
I mean, Puma, do you know what the fairies do in Lobotomy Corp? I'm going to assume you didn't push to talk to answer me.
Oh, I didn't push to talk. Yes, I do know what they do.
Oh, they're so mean. But I love them.
They're extremely helpful.
Yes, they're going to keep you alive and healthy, so they can eat you.
Mira looks way too happy to see those fairies, and it's very accurate. Alright, you know what? One of these days, I'm gonna have to do like a tier list of like the admiralities from Lobotomy Corp.
Oh, Puma and I did that earlier.
Oh, that sounds fun. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it in the meantime. How did you structure the list for the abnormalities, though? Was it like S tier is like, I can handle this, and D tier is fuck you?
That sounds right.
Okay. One thing that I didn't realize, so I recently played Lobotomy Corp because I was trying to, again, see if I could bash my head into the game and beat it. I don't often take the button,
Sure.
and I did a run where I took the button because I've been trying to 100% everything, so I was like, maybe I missed something. I didn't know that the button, because I just thought the button was just the button just sits there, and if you press it, your game explodes.
Sure.
Like, which I don't think is hyperbolic, by the way.
I mean, everyone dies, every anomaly is immediately, really, yeah.
Yeah. And what I realized that it can do is it can, like, not only change spots day to day,
Yep.
but it can also pretend to be other admiralities.
Yep.
And that is fucked.
Also remember that you have to try and click on it in between days if you want to get the 100%.
You have to click on it in between days.
You know, when you're, like, doing the loadouts,
Uh-huh.
you have to try and look at what the button is during that. You need to do that, too.
Maybe that's why I haven't 100%ed it yet. That would
explain it. I'm just too afraid to touch the button.
I mean, do you want me to just tell you what happens?
Sure.
It immediately cracks the screen and crashes your game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's required. Don't worry, there's no button in a Ruina.
I fucked up.
I think, as I'm doing this list, I'm realizing the abnormalities that I hate the most are the ones that are like the environmental effect ones.
Absolutely.
That'll like affect around whatever they are. Like, it's such a problem where it's like there's one that I absolutely refuse to take on every run that I do because of just how stupid it is, and it's the crying one.
Trying to figure out which crying one you're talking about.
It's like
Are you talking about woman with the back turned, or?
No, she's fine. She's like.
She's the one who's weeping all the time. That's.
Oh yeah, no, she's fine.
Child of the Galaxy?
No, Child of the Galaxy is annoying, but it's an annoying that I can handle. I'm talking about the it's the screaming baby. It's like green.
I legitimately don't know what you're talking about. I have 100% of the game.
Let me look this up. Hold on. I don't know if it's in Ruina actually.
Probably isn't, but again, I have 100% lobotomy.
Like, if I had to pick between Nothing's There and this one, I would pick Nothing's There. That's
Sure, Nothing's There actually isn't that bad. You know how to deal with them.
If you know how to deal with them, yes.
I legitimately don't know which one you're talking about.
Let me look up the Admiralty. Nameless Fetus. That's the one.
I legitimately don't remember that one.
So, what he does is, let's see, so he has that counter, and if you get it on a bad or a normal, it decreases it by 1. I believe that bad, it's like a higher percentage to decrease. Basically, once it's at 0, it starts screaming, and then like people around, like things around it. Wait, is this the one that I'm thinking of?
Okay, I looked it up, and I legitimately don't remember this one at all.
Is this not the one that like it will just keep screaming, and as long as it keeps screaming, that like the counters around everything will go down? I think that's this one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, yes, fuck that one. Because you have to sacrifice an employee.
And it does significant sanity damage as well to all employees around.
Yes. It will do a roulette, and then whatever it stops on, that's the one that you have to send, and that is the sacrifice. So,
Yeah.
basically, it's just...
But that's only if it hits 0. And it's not too bad to avoid having it hit 0.
We did it.
Yay!
Mind you, time for milk.
Okay, yes. Good work, everyone.
Cheerful as always, Malkit. What are you up to?
Oh, hi, Roland. I was just having a training session with the assistant librarians.
Mira and Sayori.
Hi.
Okay, Mira, actually, I think she would get along with Malkuth, so.
Yeah, that's why she's there.
Seems lively. Guess you're good friends with each other?
They were my employees back in Lobotomy Corp. Oh, Mira!
We had a terrible time.
Back then, I could only assist them from the back seats rather than on the field. It's nice to be able to work alongside them this time around.
Former co-workers from Lobotomy Corp, huh? Must be refreshing.
It sure is! I used to push them too hard because of my faulty mindset. But it'll be different this time. We'll start with the things we can do, one at a time. Face the past and build the future. I like this quote. It feels like a good way to summarize the essence of history. It's similar to something that I would have heard before too.
You ain't wrong. But there aren't too many people who can actually learn from history these days. The lessons seem obvious, but putting them into action is the hard part.
I've been thinking about the past a lot. I was a person called Elijah.
That your first life?
Yep. Born in this as an ordinary citizen, went to an ordinary school. I wasn't anyone special. I wasn't richer than most people, and I didn't really have a special talent in any field. The people in the nest where Elijah lived, they all seemed to have lost focus in life, spacing out and staring into empty places. Everyone only saw black and white things.
Isn't the nest full of shiny and bright arrays of colors? It was almost an eyesore sometimes.
That's true, but those other colors weren't necessary for reading. There's already too many black and white things for the eyes to take. It's no use seeing other useless colors.
I guess Elijah could see those colors then?
Not exactly, but she tried hard to see them. The colors were there, just not for our eyes. Elijah wanted to let others know about how diverse and brilliant colors are. About how colors are ever-changing and free-form. Like how the mix of two colors can bring out a brand new color. That's what Elijah thought, I think.
You sound like you're talking about someone else. Third person.
To be honest, I don't really feel like Elijah and I are one and the same. Maybe too much time has passed since then. The other librarians probably feel the same. My current life feels more like an extension of that life as Malkuth from Lobotomy Corp, rather. My time as Elijah feels kinda distant and unfamiliar, even though it was my first life. It's like the memories of someone from a distant past are now a part of me, if you know what I mean. It's nostalgic in a way, and a bit sad, and stuff.
I don't know a whole lot about that reincarnation jazz, but I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so bad. It feels good to finally have time to reflect on myself. Looking back at the lives I lived, and the history I made. I think we didn't spend enough time looking back. We were all too busy heading forward. And the same goes for Angela, maybe.
No one has the time to look back. Even now, I'm running straight ahead. But still, looking back at the past can supposedly give the solution for the troubles of the present or worries of the future.
That's correct. Although, I'm not sure I can find the solution for the problems we're facing right now. I think I'm getting close to finding the answer for what Angela said to me before.
About who you were and how you wanted to live?
I didn't really have what I called a dream at that time. But things are different now. If I were to dream of what I'd do after this, I think I would have wanted to be an architect, maybe. You know, the person who designs buildings and oversees the process of construction until it's finished.
Huh. I guess great empires weren't built in a day.
Of course it wasn't. You have to start with designing the most beautiful exteriors that can be created within the functional limitations.
That sounds complicated.
Did you know, Roland? There's this phrase, we shape our buildings, therefore they shape us. It may be too late to change the people who's lived so far, but what influence will the structures of the city have on the future residents as they grow up? If I were to make a building with colors that'll be remembered by everyone, those are the thoughts I had.
I'm sure you'll do a great job if you get the chance, Malkut. Sounds like the job would fit you well, too.
Thanks. Maybe you should reflect on your past like I did, Roland. It'll be a helpful exercise.
My eyes are always fixed on the past. Anyway, hope you can realize the dream of becoming an architect. We did it!
We did it! We'll be wrapping up here, though I'm pretty sure next time we do this, we're probably going to start doing some of my favorite scenes. We're really close to the episode 5 Melkith.
Yeah, and episode
Cool.
6.
5 is the big one. 6 is the epilogue of 5.
Oh, is it?
Yep. 5 is the big one.
But we still have to fight Queen Bee.
You're right. But you fight Queen Bee and then immediately go into the big one.
Oh.
Like, there is no dialogue for Queen Bee.
Ah.
I don't know why, but I feel like that tracks.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to do that next time, too.
Very easily. And it is probably one of my favorite things of Ruina scenes. So after the trigger warning, a scene that is the opposite of that.
Alright, well, I'll close down the stream. Thanks to our viewers for coming, and thanks to everyone else for voicing characters.
Goodbye!
Bye-bye!